to week 14 of C4 Sports. Well, there are only a few weeks left in the season. The top teams in the AFC and the NFC have pretty much been determined. We start the week with a great matchup between the Packers and the Lions. The game is indoors at Ford Field, so the elements won't be a factor. Too bad for the Packers. This is the time of year where Lambeau Field is a real advantage. Because of this, and I can't stand the Packers, I'm taking the Lions. The next game is the Saints and the Giants. Last week I took the Saints and they let me down. So this week I pretty much don't know what to do. But since they're playing the bottom-dwelling Giants, I'm going to give them another shot. I'll take the Saints. Although the Browns are having a very interesting bad season and Jameis is praying for deliverance from pick sixes, I expect him to have a good game though. But he is playing the division-leading Steelers, and the Steelers owe them one for the defeat a few weeks ago. So his good play may not result in a victory. I'm sorry, Jameis. I don't believe your good game is going to be enough to save you from the loss column. I'm going to take the Steelers. Falcons and the Vikings should be a very intriguing matchup. Are the Vikings really this good? Whatever Sam Darnold has been eating and drinking is working. You're talking about Lazarus. On the other hand, Kirk Cousins is not playing as well as Atlanta had hoped. He is in trouble of losing his job to my favorite quarterback in this last draft. If Cousins doesn't play well, I would love to see Pettis play. I'm taking the Vikings because I expect them to blitz Mr. Cousins out of existence. It is so ironic that the next game on the schedule is the Raiders and the Bucs. Because the Falcons are not playing so well, they have opened the door for the Bucs. The problem is that the Raiders are coming off an impressive game against the Chiefs, even though they lost. Yet and still, I believe that the Bucs will take advantage of the opportunity that the Falcons have given them. I'll take the Bucs. The Panthers are playing better, even though they are still losing. Bryce Young seemed to have his confidence and is playing impressively better. For some reason, I always root for the underdog, even if I can't pick them. The problem is that this week they're running into a buzzsaw called the Philadelphia Eagles. The Eagles are in the home stretch. As long as they offensively play depending on the run, they should beat the Panthers. Saquon Barkley is a living, breathing beast. He is amazing. I'm going with the Eagles. The Jets and Dolphins is almost a bad versus worst matchup, except for the Dolphins are attempting to fight their way out of the basement since having to endure their loss of Tua. Since his return, they have a winning record. Their only kryptonite is the cold weather. But since they're playing in sunny Florida, I'm expecting Tua to take advantage of the Jets' sometimey defense. The Jaguars and the Titans is one of those bad versus worst matchups, so I abstain. Believe it or not, one of the best games this week is the Seahawks and the Cardinals. After the Cardinals were in the driver's seat, they stumbled, and the Seahawks stepped right over it. Let's see if the Cardinals can break even with the Seahawks. I'm going to go out on a limb and take the Seahawks, simply because I have no real belief in Kyler Murray's ability as a full-season NFL quarterback. To me, he's too short to be consistently effective in the NFL. The next afternoon game is the Bills and the Rams. Although the Rams have lost some games that they should have won, they are very dangerous when they are on the road and can beat anyone. The Bills, on the other hand, are on a high that only medicinal marijuana can provide. Can the Rams bring them back down to earth? The Rams are playing in a division that is still winnable, and they are playing at home. I'm going to take the risk, and I'm going to take the Rams. Now time for my Bears. They have fired everyone except for the general manager and the concession workers. Let's see what happens. I want to see the defense play aggressively. Purdy can run, but it is not part of his game. The 49ers have lost McCaffrey and his backup. This means that the Bears have a chance to show out in California. Go Bears, go! The actual most important game this week may be the Chargers and the Chiefs. The Chiefs have flirted with danger all season and have pulled off some of the most miraculous victories I have ever seen. Let's see if the Chargers can get their act together and beat the pride of not only the division, but the NFL. I'm going to go out so far on this limb that I hope it doesn't break. Yes, I'm picking the Bears. Chargers over Chiefs. The last game of the week is a test of mediocrity. The Bengals play the Cowboys in a game to determine who is at least mediocre and who is just bad. I'm just kidding. The Bengals defense, though, is so bad that I believe some college teams can run up the score on them. If it was not for Joe Burrow, they wouldn't win a game. The Cowboys, on the other hand, are playing without Dak, who is out for the season. I don't know if CeeDee Lamb is playing, but I don't think it would make any difference. The Bengals defense can't be that bad. Hopefully, they can keep the backup quarterback from embarrassing them. I'm taking Joe Burrow. I'm not necessarily taking the Bengals. Well, thank you for watching this edition of C4 Sports. Continue to watch and enjoy the games. And remember to not only like this show, but leave your comments or questions so that I can mention them during the show, giving you the pub that you deserve. C4 Sports, where we blow up together.